Hello and welcome to a new edition of the Akashic Insights Weekly. We're looking at the week of January 31st through February 6th, 2022. Very powerful time as we move into February because it's connected to the twos, and we have all twos this year, and February is the 2 months, so super powerful. I'm your host, Jan of jandushen.com and Akashic Swan Guidance. And I'm using the illuminating journey cards that I created with the guidance of the Akashic Records. So this week we're moving into the new Chinese year, which is the year of the water tiger. Very powerful and very connected to the twos, the intuitive speed and energy of creating this divine purposeful flow. So yes, and we have a new moon, the Aquarian moon, which is inviting us to dive into the Aquarian age in a deeper, more potent way. That's happening on the 1st as well. So this is very interesting that the Chinese New Year is happening from the 1st of the month because the moon is on the 1st. So let's begin. So the first card we're getting is the 2. So that's very interesting. And so how powerful is that suggestion when I've said how powerful the twos are? The year 222, the month is a 2. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. And the numbers all activated. And here we have the 2. The background is the orange, which is about inviting us to be more creative, to come from that place of truth. Who are we when we connect to our divine intelligence and we allow ourselves to ground? And this is how the 2 is represented. In a way, it's this rounded energy, this kind of surrender or the softness of being connected and open to the intuition, to the shape of who you are, and then the very rooted energy, this on the ground energy, like this is it, this is my base, right? This is who I am, this is how I connect. So feeling the earth and being open to what's around, kind of like that idea of being periscope, almost like this periscope that can turn around and go, So it's almost like that snake-like energy that allows movement and shift, because with the 2, we're invited to play with the idea of polarities or 2 extremities. How are we going to turn that dial? How are we going to align to who we are, knowing that we are here to receive, but also to give or contribute. So how do we do that? How do we set the boundaries? And when we think about boundaries, it's more about what's the shape we are, where's the edge of our being, so that we can go, okay, these are what help me to feel safe, so I can be more exploratory in how I play in the life, in the world. So there is that, because 2 is the bridge. It's the thing that connects the idea, the one, the focus, the dream to reality. Like we make it real by having a connection to something else, to our, to who's going to help us, who are we going to partner with, how are we going to engage, how are we going to ask for what we need, how are we going to follow, the creation. And that's the 2, the power of the 2, open to receiving and bringing it forward into reality. So we really are inviting a new reality, and the 2 is very much about the sensual dance of connecting to our creative being, our inner intuition, as well as looking at who are we partnering with. So when we're dancing with a partner, when a couple is dancing on the floor, this is what has to happen. It's that recognition. This is me, the body opening, connecting, grounding, and then moving into being in partnership. So when you think about it like that, how do you want to partner? What are the ways you have to hold yourself? What are the ways that you show or ask for the help you need that does not invade the places that make you feel uncertain. So, what is that place that you need to um, ascertain or bring out your power in a way that's gentle and it's kind and it's very real? So, it's not uh, something somebody else can uh, kind of play with, but it really is you playing with the uh, the game or the part between two things, right? What is that thing you're creating? When two people come together in a dance, then it's two individuals that are creating one whole dance. So, very powerful when you think about what you can allow in, what are you grounding, what are you bringing forward, what are you allowing, and releasing what is not helpful, that's keeping you stuck. The second card is the 33, and that's very fascinating because we have a repetition, we have a double. Again, the twos reminding us about balance, harmony, the duplication, the repetition, the need for this energy of being expressed through the self. And the more you express through the self, the easier it becomes to be who you are and to work with others, whether it's the earth, your community, the people you love, it's relationships. How are we relating to each other? How are we listening and holding ourselves accountable and in partnership, right? How are we in partnership? So the 33 is connects to our spine, holding up our backbone, again reminding us of the dance, the beauty of being creative through the dance. It is also speaking to that energy within us that allows us to be open to what is ours to be open to. So the more we align to who we are, and as you can see here, this figure is on the earth and very grounded, very connected, and at the same time very upright with the energy, the power of that which the figure holds. That can be you. When you allow that truth, the energy of you being you and expressing you and holding that, then the energies of the planets or the vibrations you connect to kind of hold themselves up, right? You don't have to effort and, oh, this is such hard work. It's like finding that place, that harmonious place where the body is completely rooted and, open. The spine is upright. Again, that's speaking of the dance, that whole thing about being able to balance what is yours to balance and letting go of what isn't. And then the figure has all of this possibility open and that delight of being, oh, I'm so excited about being in life and being able to ask questions and to ask for things the way I wanted and to listen and to make those connections and to dive onto the bridge into the dance. So juicy this time that we are being invited in to truly say, this is how I partner. I want to try out new things, and I'm going to express myself from a place of knowing I'm here and I want to be here. And what does it feel like when I'm trying new things? And then the third and final card, and this is fascinating because 29, 2 plus 9 is 11, and 11 is two ones, and that is a 2, right? So it's about allowing oneself to open, right? So we're starting with this kind of very soft, very sensuous, but connected self, moving into this more open expression. I'm here, I'm receiving, I'm paying attention, I'm so aware, I'm delivering who I am, so I'm able to hold all my light above me and be held in that space. Like it's a duality and it's a shared experience with myself in all my levels and the energy I'm connected to. And then not only that I can do this, I can honestly allow the higher level, because 11 is the higher level of 2, I can allow that groundedness of myself and creating that portal of energy to come in. So I'm truly receiving and it's grounded in me, and then I'm taking action, which is part of the duality of the two. Receiving and it landing, and then I'm putting it out there. This is me expressing me. This is me listening. This is me asking questions. This is me setting a boundary, saying this is what I need, or making that connection, that relationship, so that it feels so good to be in this body, on this earth, at this time, expressing you. The 29 is often considered the darker card, or the darkest card. And what that means, it's not about fear. It means about go to the places you haven't gone. Try the things you haven't tried. Go into the depth of who you are and what you want to express, because it's there that the wisdom is. The things we avoid are often the things that we need to look at, because maybe they're not as scary. Maybe it's because we are afraid to set a boundary, or to ask for something we need, or ask a question because we've been told we must follow the rules. So this is very much a reading about letting go of the rigidity of rules and regulations and needing to please and do what we think somebody else wants, and which is so confusing, and just go, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need to know, how can I be of service in the way that is connected to who I am. So again, it's that dance. When two dancers come together to dance, and those amazing dancers we see, they don't just show up one day and go, oh, I want to dance, and then they are magnificent on the floor, right? It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of connecting to the body. This is a very grounded reading. This is a very time to really ground into your body. Like, who am I? How do I feel when I'm connecting to the earth? How do I feel and relate to the place I live in, the people around me, the things I'm doing? Does it feel good to me? It's the thing that came to me this morning, is like, instead of us having an opinion, which we all have, and speaking about this is my opinion, and so speaking in it in a way that's very definite, but external, so it can come out as judgmental. It's like, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I need, right? So it's more, it's a softer approach, but it's very direct, right? So instead of pronouncing opinions, we express how we feel and what we need. I need more information. I need to know this, or I can go forward because I'm ready. So it's all of that checking in and really doing that, being the dance, being the expression of who we are. And by going deeper into the places, the eyes, the music that's in here, so there is all this calling us to the joy of being who we are, the joy of expressing who we are. That's the power. That's the place to surrender to. This is who I am. This is what I want to taste, experience, and allow my essential being to be connected and in flow, so that I can move with my partner, whether it's the work I'm doing, the community I'm connecting to, my partner that I'm in relationship with, or I'm actually dancing or creating something. So it's super powerful. We have the 2, the 33, which is the 6, and the 29, which is the grounded 2. This is a very powerful time. So honoring this idea that you are in exploration with what is possible, being called to release and let go of focusing on the past. This is what I didn't have. This is what I lacked. This is how I was treated. And move here to this is where I am now, and not trying to control the future. I want this because it'll make me feel safe. Really, this part of like, who do I need to be so I can engage in this dance that I'm truly feeling, oh yeah, I'm expressing, I'm connecting, I'm discovering, I'm allowing that part of me that has been constricted to really stretch out. Sending you much love for this week and beyond, as we get more centered on the focus of this year and start gathering the momentum we need to truly align and be devoted and disciplined in our approach. I'm Jen Deshen, jendeshen.com. I do have a class coming up, Discovering You. It's a 4-week class starting February 23rd. We meet weekly. It will be recorded. If this is something you're interested in, you can reach out to me. I'll just put a link below about it, and I'll see you next week.